Well, how's that for a first period?
Yeah.
3-0?
Yeah.
6 shots on goal apiece?
Man.
Doesn't seem fair.
I'm thinking we jinxed it or something. I don't know.
Well, might not be our fault, but they're going to blame us.
Yeah. For sure.
I'll be honest, I'm relying on you here a lot because I was walking around talking to fans and stuff and updating some scores and everything. So obviously not a great way to start things off, but Saginaw, a tough team to come up against. But take a look out there. I don't know, I wish I could show this, but there's the Liuna blimp flying around out there, the Sarnia Sting blimp. Like, how cool is that?
I love that they brought the blimp back. I
Yes.
mean, that was always a whole lot of fun.
Huron Flight Services helped bring that in along with local Liuna laborers.
I think they did that last time too, but
yeah.
the last one was actually just a blimp. This one's actually a bee, which is awesome.
I'll take you out and tell you a story all about how that blimp came about. Let me tell you.
Okay.
It's been offered to me, would I like a chance to fly that? And I'm like,
Right.
I'm a drone pilot, right? So they were like, oh yeah, so I might have a chance to fly the
Okay.
bee.
Perfect.
You can come with me and make the bzzz sound. All right. The game experience here, folks, is something totally different from last year. There's a lot of focus on making it more of a game experience for being here. So while we love you watching on Cogeco TV or listen on CHOK, get those tickets. Come on down here and enjoy the experience.
Absolutely.
Speaking of tickets, here's my favorite thing I get to do is give away stuff.
You get to give away stuff?
I'm going to have 4 tickets to every home game to give
Sweet.
away. So you'll be able to watch on my Facebook page and keep an eye out for your chance to win tickets to come and see the Sarnia Sting at a home game. Watch my weekly show on Mondays and the Facebook post as well.
And I'm out because, I can't win. Well, I wouldn't want to win them. I have season seats.
Right.
So that's one less person.
Your chance is just increased.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't know anybody.
No.
All right. What's going on out there, Jay? What are you seeing happen?
Well, you know what? I mean, I think, first of all, I want to say it was not Ben Gaudreau's most...
Wasn't the goalie's fault.
It wasn't the goalie's fault, but it was the goalie's fault. I think, this was certainly not a good start for him. The first 2 goals, I mean, those are bread and butter. Those are, run-of-the-mill type goals that, I mean, I've seen Ben stop hundreds and thousands of those.
We have.
And for him to let a couple in like that, it was just, I don't know if his focuses just wasn't there or something. But
hard to say.
It's hard to say what's going on.
That being said, to give the positive to Ben
great.
Gaudreau, he was named OHL Player of the Week, right, coming up, or Goaltender of the Week, I should
Absolutely.
say. And well deserved.
Well deserved.
We're not knocking anything from that.
No, not at all.
So are there different players out there tonight that compared to like the Rangers and Windsor?
I think the other part
of a feel out period.
Well, I think the other part of what I'm seeing so far is, Saginaw clearly wants it. They're playing a lot up in our end. They're playing some aggressive hockey. They're really shutting us down in the neutral zone. We're having a hard time clearing the puck out of our own zone and getting a lot of forward momentum. And they seem to be making the same sort of choices a lot. You know what I mean? So they haven't solved the Saginaw goaltender, Lennox. I mean, he's stopped a whole bunch with his glove hand. His glove hand is lightning fast.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, if it was me, not that I could do any of this whatsoever.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
But you know what? If the guy's got a hot glove hand, you go to the blocker side.
Okay.
Go to the blocker side.
All right.
Let's see how that goes.
Don't yell at the security guard. He's ready to kick your ass.
He's bigger than me, too. So
Way bigger.
But, the point is, you got to learn from what you're doing. You can't just keep doing the same thing.
That's called insanity.
It is.
Right.
Doing the same thing over over and over and expecting different results for sure.
And who's out there making these mistakes? Are they younger players, newer players? Where's that?
Well, you know what? I think it's a little bit of everybody, honestly, because, I mean, to focus on some of the positives, there are a few good positives going on. I really, you know what? I'll take back what I said about Hoover earlier. I think I saw that consistency that that Dylan Sika was talking about here, because you know what? He's been there where he needed to be when he needed to be there.
Right.
And that's an important part of this, because there's still a lot of little breakdowns that are happening sort of on the ice, you know, at various points that are giving opportunities to the Spirit.
Can't do that to a team like the Spirit.
Not at all. I mean, they're a good team. They've just inherited a bunch of Sarnia Sting knowledge by acquiring Theo Hill. So,
yeah,
you know, I'm not that I'm saying that that's necessarily a huge factor, but I think
that plays a bit of a game into it all. You know,
sure
like, oh, well, I know they're this and that. I mean, I always wondered about that. Like, you know, when a player leaves a team and goes to the other one, well, do they interrogate that new player and go, okay, what do you know?
Well, I'm sure there's probably part of that.
Well, sure, like,
you know,
and that's fair game, isn't it?
Well, I would think so. I mean, I would want to know if I was coaching a team and we inherited,
that
a player
said,
from,
then you get a coach like Alan Letang who goes, so this is likely what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So maybe we, like, I remember Rocky, right? Learn to punch left because they're watching, they're expecting the right.
100%.
So I'm sure there's been some adjustments there.
Absolutely.
As well.
But, again, I think it's still Saginaw's bringing certainly a little more of a physical game to this than we're prepared for at the moment. We got lots of little breakdowns just happening in different spots on the ice, especially around the blue line and trying to get out of our own zone. And Benny's just not playing as well as we all know and have seen him play in the past. So, if we're going to have a hope here, I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to see Ben sort of stealing the game a little bit for us.
Okay.
Blocking some of those harder shots that are coming in. We're going to need to step up defensively, and we're going to have to get some sort of strategic, coordinated firepower. And I think we can't go for that trapper head.
All right.
I think we got to go to the blocker side, something, a little cross.
Well, hopefully the first period is not the tale of what is to come. And we'll see. I'm sure the conversations are happening in that locker room right now.
For sure.
Keep in mind, we'll be live post-game once again. We're looking for your questions to ask the coaches and the players. I never know who's going to be there till the very end. I do want to give a shout-out, just kind of moving away from the game a little bit. I spent a lot of time talking with Jake Borey, preparing for the season, what we're going to do together here, and what the plans are that they have. They've got so much that is coming. But I want people to understand what goes in when you're here watching the game experience on the Jumbotron and everything else that's going on. There's so much. They start planning this stuff in June and even earlier to get ready for the new season. Included in that is Coach Al Letang, Bill Abercrombie, everybody who's a part of this. There's some that they're not just sitting in an office telling people what to do. I've seen pictures that was shared with me of them, doing some construction or helping with some painting. Like, the hands are getting dirty as far as coming out, trying to make, especially the home opener, a great day for the fans. Look at all the fans here today.
There's a lot.
So there's a lot of people here tonight. I'll be curious the numbers coming out. I'm glad they still have the gopher. I hope they never get rid of the queen gopher. Like, it's just.
You're killing
like
me.
I just come to Sting game to see that. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. But I want people to understand that there's a lot of hard work from everybody on the team. They've got a lot of great synergy behind the scenes here, from looking after the social media to getting boards, like everything. It's so great to see. And they've got not just a great Sarnia Sting team, but there's a lot of teams going on here for the Sarnia Sting. So don't forget to keep an eye out for post-game. And, of course, coming up starting Monday, I'll have an opportunity for you to win some Sarnia Sting tickets.
Woohoo!
And, second period now. 3 minutes away. Going to be interesting. Something's got to change out there.
Yeah, I want to see it change.
All right.
Let's turn it around, little boys.
Well, let's take it around now as we go into the second period. We'll be back again. Jay will join me, hopefully. It depends whether he's crying or not. I'll have a tissue for him if he is. Yes. And hopefully you'll call him back and share this around. We're just having wait. I missed you, man.
I missed you, too.
We're going to hug in a moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm David Burrows for the Sarnia Sting and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!